Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon Channel. Andy O'Reilly, Dave Cackley. Thursday, a little rain out there. I woke up, I looked out. It's kind of gloomy. It's a little on the dark side outside.
Thunderstorms.
I thought sincerely about just going right back to bed, saying to hell with this, but as a man of the
No,
people,
you can't.
I got
You got to
up.
give
That's what I do.
Our viewers / listeners, who I affectionately refer to as the Dirty Dozen, they need this. They want this. It's part of their day. You got to think about them. That's what I do. When I'm hammering out these stories and I put my journalistic hat on,
right,
I'm thinking about those 12 people.
Well,
and you
say 12. I mean, then that's a good number. Because you're watching the YouTube things, but it's going up. I mean, we do better than 12. I mean,
occasionally 17.
Oh.
Maybe 14 and a half. Some of it could be like they hit the thing twice, so we
honestly,
get an extra viewer.
I wonder about those numbers because I think we do better than that. Because I hear people that talk about it, and I don't know how they count them. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
There's times when it gets up into 40 and close to 50 and things like that. And you know what? People got things to do in their day, so they watch them when they can. And Cindy watches them like a day and a half later, usually.
Yeah, I got Kenny, one of our photogs. It was asking me about the Bert and Ernie thing. He's like, I gotta. He's like, I'm gonna check that out later today or tomorrow or something. So
yeah, so it's that's the way we deliver stuff here. Watch
there you go.
You can.
Absolutely.
The
man,
Dirty Dozen. That's funny.
You know what? I didn't tell you what happened to me the other day. I was a little concerned because I was wearing a white shirt.
Okay.
And I had. Well, here's the thing: is I had nared my chest.
Yeah.
Because I do the manscaping.
Of course.
But when you nair and you sometimes you miss a few spots, like the nair's not getting everything, so you have to go over it with a razor. And I didn't even realize this. I clipped the nipple.
Ooh.
And I had the blood coming out of my left nipple.
Ooh.
And so I had to put first I put tissue on it, and that kind of stopped. And then I put a Band-Aid over it. Then when I put my shirt on, you could see the Band-Aid kind of pushing out through the shirt. So
OMG.
I had to I kept dabbing, and then the bleeding stopped. So fortunately, because you got to worry about you want to go on the TV with the bloody nipple.
People think it's not a good thing.
Yeah, people are gonna think, did somebody just shoot Dave? What the hell happened?
Right.
And no, it fortunately
know why they would do that.
The bleeding had stopped. So
a coworker shoot you? Come
on. No. See, I don't think there's anybody here who hates me. There may be those who are like ambivalent or don't care one way or the other,
right?
Which I'm cool with.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't think of anybody here who would shoot me.
Because I've been known to chase you out of rooms.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. So
if anybody was going to kill me,
think that way too.
It would probably be you. You would. When I think of if I were to be violently murdered,
right?
Which odds are it's not gonna happen, but you never know.
No.
It would be probably it would be you.
Mm-hmm.
Could be my mom. Could be Max. Alexa might. I don't. It's just it's people who you have relationship with or close to. Those are the people when you get murdered, and this is statistically proven. You're more likely if you're going to be murdered, you're going to be murdered by somebody you're close to.
Exactly.
Because you either did something or
I keep my circle small.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's less people to murder you.
See,
that's what. There you go. I'll say this right now. I will never lay a hand to you.
Okay.
Probably.
I can't promise I won't chase you out of a room again.
Gotcha. Noted.
Hey, other than Kiss announcing their 5th farewell tour, is there anything in the news?
Yeah, I saw that. We were like, this is. There's no way this is their last one.
I remember 18 years ago running out with money in hand to buy tickets for the Kiss farewell tour, and it's like, huh?
Oh yeah, that was back when they were in their late 40s. Now what? Oh, let's get into it. Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley has set a 10 a.m. Friday deadline for Christine Ford's legal team to respond to his request for her to speak before the committee. Ford alleges, of course, that Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh assaulted her during a high school party in the 1980s. Kavanaugh is, of course, denying this. A few things about this. Now, I've heard, and I don't know if this is true or not, that Ford has apparently taken a lie detector test.
Ooh.
So I don't know, but I don't know. We don't know much about that. But apparently 2 other people who are also in the room, they're also disputing Ford's claim. But here's the other thing. Ford doesn't know when or where this happened. It was sometime in the 80s that this happened, allegedly. So details are sketchy. When you think about the things that happened in high school, can you pin a date or a time on most of the events, really? No. Or who was necessarily there or who did what I'm not saying this did or didn't happen. I don't know.
No.
But I don't think
most of high school was a blur for me.
Yes.
And it's been documented.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's the thing is, and you're at a party and you're drinking.
You got to keep in mind, I got 30 plus years
that have passed. Who knows?
I'm not like most high schoolers who may remember things.
Right? Yeah. You know what's a blur to me?
Huh?
Probably 1996 to 2000.
Yeah.
That 4-year period where I was just at the end of college and then just getting started in radio, and it was just, I remember bits and pieces and time. Right. It was like, but it all just seems to run together. I'm like, was that 97? Was that 99?
Yeah.
Was it? I graduated college in 97.
Chuck Negron.
Chuck Negron, I believe that was 1998.
See?
That was either 90. It's even that. Was that 98 or was it 99? Was it the summer of 99 and was it Rib Fest in Kalamazoo or was it some other type of festival that the Balloon Festival was in Battle Creek, and that's when I quit. But yeah, it all runs together after a while.
Yeah,
never know. Pops and buzzes. No idea. Founders Brewing Company has joined a list of businesses leaving the Grand Rapids Chamber of Commerce over its endorsement of Republican candidate Bill Schuette. The brewing company cited concerns about Schuette's stance on LGBT issues. I feel the same way about this that I felt about the whole gay wedding cake thing.
Yep.
You have the right not to bake a gay wedding cake. That's up to you. I would bake it. I don't want to eliminate a customer base. And I feel the same way here. Whatever my feelings may or may not be about a particular candidate for governor or any other office, I'm not going to take a side in this. I'm going to just let things go. And hey, you want to buy my beer? Buy my beer. You don't want to buy my beer? Don't buy it. But I'm not going to alienate any customer bases. Okay. That's just, from a business standpoint, I don't really understand it. And I like Founders. I think Founders has been great for Grand Rapids and West Michigan. And, we get a lot of great breweries in Muskegon, obviously. But I don't understand. I don't understand why you would announce this. What's the point?
Okay. I have no answer to that. I know our friend Jeff Sipsick was pretty hot under the collar about the endorsement as well. He owns that hair place over in.
Jeff's great.
Great guy.
Great guy.
But, people. And honest to God, I'll tell you something. I remember the other day I couldn't come up with a movie. The title. We finished watching it last night. It's Inequality for All, and it's on Netflix.
Okay.
And you got to go watch it. Okay.
Okay.
The polarization right now that we're seeing, and this is by that guy Robert Reich, who was Clinton's economic advisor, and he was with Carter, and he's the real short. He's a real short economist guy.
Okay, I want to stop you just for a second.
Okay.
So this particular, and I'm not saying it's this way, but I'm saying I'm getting the idea that there is a particular slant to this particular.
He talks about the inequality of income and where we are in America right now.
I don't care about the inequality of income.
Okay,
I really don't.
You should watch it and at least have an open mind.
I try to keep an open. I try to keep.
Don't watch it, but here's
I'm not saying
the story. Here's the story. Just hear where I'm going with this, okay?
Okay, continue.
So you got places like Founders, and you got Jeff's Hair Salon, and all these other people, and all this. He shows you and proves it through graphics and in data that this polarization that we're seeing in our society right now, this my way or the highway type thing, is directly tied to the inequality of income in the United States. People get to the point where they're ready to just scream over everything because the haves and the have-nots are this far apart. And it's proven right there in the show. It's really it's true, and I think that's it's something that's very symptomatic of what we're going through. I think it's very symptomatic of what we saw back in the the 20s when we ramped up to the Depression, and it's this is why people are fighting mad all over everything all the time.
Here's the problem.
That's all there is to it.
There is no such thing as equality in the truest sense, because everybody has different. This is what bothers me about that viewpoint, is everybody is unequal. None of us are equal. Certain people have certain advantages.
And there will be a level of inequality all the time.
Here's the thing. Yes, this is the point. Certain people have certain advantages. Certain people have certain disadvantages. Some people know somebody who knows somebody who could put you at a different level economically. We have different levels of intelligence. We have different levels of drive.
Sure,
some people are more motivated than other people. So you're always going to have this. I don't like this. So are you striving for, what are we striving for? If we're striving for inequality of opportunity, that's all well and good. If you're striving for equality of outcome, that's not good. You don't want everybody to have equal outcomes. It's going to be all over the place if you want to have a free society.
I get that, but hear me
out. Do you?
Here's what they're going on about. And they got a guy in the show that even comes out and says it. Guy makes $10 billion a year.
Okay.
And he's talking about, I don't remember what business he's in or anything like that. He's out in Seattle. He makes $10 billion a year. Mm-hmm. He pays 11% tax.
Okay.
11% tax, right? Mm-hmm. You and me, we pay 34% tax. That fair?
I assume the guy's found some loophole somewhere. Let me ask you this. If you were making $11 billion a year, wait a second. There's nothing that's stopping anybody from paying more in taxes. A lot of the people, bitching about inequality, you can give more money to the government if you want to. Nothing is stopping you from taking more of your income and giving it to the government so they can do with it what you think they should do with it. That's fine. If you're, I don't fault somebody for trying to, for trying to find their way around tax codes. I don't have any issue with that whatsoever. Okay. If I'm making I guarantee you this guy has probably created a lot of jobs for other people.
Go watch the movie.
A lot of people have made money off of him too. I may be wrong. You may be right. All I'm saying is we get in this. I don't give a shit, pardon my language, about this whole haves and have-nots argument. I'm a have-not.
I get it.
I'm a have-not. I would like to eventually be a have, but I'm not envious of those who have.
I'm not either.
I'm going to work so I hate the whole, this gap between the haves and have-nots is growing, and we need to do something to make it like this. No, we don't. We as have-nots have to work harder.
Here's the problem.
What's the problem in having to work harder?
There's nothing wrong. Hey, dude, ask me. Who's had 3 jobs since he was 19 years old at any given point? Okay? But here's the thing. The economy, the real economy, not what we see in the Wall Street reports and everything else like that, that's driven by the middle class, okay? That's like you and me going out and buying crap, buying jeans, buying pressure cookers.
Well, I can't wait to be in the middle class. I'm striving to be in the middle class. I ain't there yet financially. Go ahead.
So all this wealth concentrated in the 1%, and good for them. Hey, make all the money you want, take all the tax returns you can take, whatever. All that being stuck there, it's doing nobody any good. It's not moving the economy.
It's creating jobs. What are you going to do?
Oh, shut up. Watch the movie. Just do me the favor. Spend the hour watching
I'll check it out. You said it's on Netflix, right?
It's on Netflix.
Okay, I will check it out.
Inequality for All, Robert Reich.
I will go into it with an open mind.
Please do.
That's what I do.
Thank you.
All right. What else is going on? This is very cool. Local businessman may purchase the Muskegon Public Schools historic Hackley building.
Ooh.
No board discussion or action has taken place as yet. The potential buyer has offered $200,000 for the building, plus another $80,000 in moving costs. The buyer has since been identified as John Essex. Do you know John?
No, the name.
I know. I was going to say, I thought I know the name, but I didn't know if you knew anything about him or what was going on with this purchase. I know they've been trying to. I mean, this has been. How long has this been up for sale?
It's the cost of the upkeep is tough.
Yeah,
that's really what their big issue is. How do we maintain this thing?
Right.
So hey, who knows what he's going to do with it, and we'll see where it goes.
All right, sports. Cubs lose. Arizona blanks the Cubbies 9-0. I'm not talking Tigers anymore.
What happened with the Tigers? Do you know?
Don't know. No clue. Their season's been over for months.
I know that.
It doesn't matter. It's over. Lions getting ready to face the Patriots.
Am I closer to 500?
Dude, you wouldn't be closer to 500 if I gave you 500 more games. You wouldn't be closer to 500. It's over.
All right, go enjoy the rain.
See ya.